Gentlemen, as you can see, we have a full house, and that's always a welcome sign that we've got some outstanding young people that we're going to be recognizing and listening to tonight. First, before we say anything else, would you please give a round of applause for the M.D. Roberts Middle School of the Arts Orchestra, who entertained us prior to the time. And we thank Dr. Lee Buddy for making them available to us this evening, and they did an outstanding job. Before we have our next group perform, I would like to introduce Siobhan Williams, a fifth grade student at Pace Elementary School of the Arts, and she is going to lead us in the pledge.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's give her a hand. Tonight we have seasonal music from an outstanding group of performers. These are the K.R. Pace Elementary School of the Arts Pace performers, and they're led by Aaron Oxford with assistance from Mary Knowles. So please enjoy their performance. Now, before they leave, I know that I know the board would like to have a picture taken with the group as well as the orchestral group, and I've invited them to come in and join. So if y'all could squeeze in together, maybe the orchestra vocal group could slide down this way a little bit, and we'll bring in that group, and the board can get their picture taken. We may have to squeeze in a little tighter than that. Rob?
Come on. Here. Here.
All right, everyone, if you look up here on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Stay right there. Thank y'all.
Just stand right up there.
All right, Newman.
Thank you. Thank you. Good job.
For parents of the choir and the orchestra, they're going out the back way and will be coming out into the lobby down at that end. So if you'd like to meet them down there, that would be great. Just letting you know where they are. If you'll just follow them and just go, they'll lead you right down to the back hall. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, and we do need to have a representative of the choir and Chef June and of the orchestra. So, or did you already do that? They're all done. It's Chef June. All right. So we'd like to thank Chef June for providing food for us this evening. And so the board wanted to give her and her group a certificate to thank them for providing us with outstanding food for our holiday meeting. So congratulations to Chef June. This is the Drew High School Culinary Arts Department providing it, that did that tonight. So, gentlemen. All right, everyone, if you're on the count of 3. Okay. Madam Chair, Mr. Vice Chair, members of the board, Dr. Smith, and the people here in the building. It is our opportunity to recognize some outstanding students and staff this evening. For our first recognitions, I would ask Dr. April Crawford, Ms. Felicia Brown, Ms. Trina Smith, Ms. Tanisha Bailey, Dr. Shadrack Barbara, Ms. Jakaria Young, and Dr. Shakira Cheney to please come forward. Clayton County Board of Education joins with the school district in recognizing individuals who received Aspire Awards for the 2023 year, as presented by the American Association of Adapted Sports Programs. Aspire stands for Adapted Sports Programs in Recreation and Education. It honors individuals and organizations who have had a significant impact in contributing to the physical, social, and intellectual well-being of children and adolescents with physical disabilities and impairments through the power of athletics. And I'm going to invite them to come on in and so that you can meet these outstanding individuals. As the students and adults enter the room, I'd like to introduce to you a young lady who was named the Outstanding Female Scholar Athlete of the Year. That's Kyla Ray Brown, and she goes to Jonesboro High School. We also had an award presented to the Senior Athlete of the Year, and that was Tadesha Hillman. And we had what you're looking at for the most part is the Adapted Sports Team of the Year, the Clayton County Eagles. The members of the Eagles are as follows: representing Jonesboro High School, Jaden Lowe, Kyla Ray Brown, Everett Roan, Erica Romatar, Jose Aguirre, and Andrew Dotson. Representing Mundiesville High School, Brandon Ellis and Gary Woodruff. Representing Mundiesville Middle School, Lanaya Jones, and representing North Clayton Middle School, Abraya Douglas. Also, we are recognizing the adults who made it possible for this team to perform as well as they did. The coach of the team, Sebastian Tillman, Dr. Sheila Cook, Dwight Smalls, Trina Smith, board member, Mr. Mark Christmas, and the principal at the Obama STEM Academy, Marcia Payton Edwards. Congratulations.
Before we take this picture, I'm not sure if we have this audience, but last board meeting, we had public participation. I do believe we have some blood work in there. When people came in, they had some concern. But I just want everybody to know that we are a school district that has designated the old blood for this as their, that's the Eagles group. And the Eagles deserve a place, just like our high school have a place, and that's their home. So if anybody, got issue with the fact that you had to move out for a minute, this is why you moved out, because they deserve their own place, just like every other.
All right, everyone, if you look up here on the count of three. 1, 2, and 3. Stay there. Thank you. No, no, go that way. Our second recognition is a formidable group indeed. We'd like to ask Mr. Lonnie Farmer, Mr. Gary Townsend, and Dr. Shakira Cheney to join the board up front. And they should be coming in just a few moments. I'll start talking about them a little bit. We're talking about the North Clayton Middle School football team, the Tigers. For the second consecutive year, the North Clayton Middle School Tigers are champions of middle school football for the state of Georgia. While they're getting their congratulations, let me tell you a little bit of information. A little more than a week ago, the Tigers defeated John Lewis Middle School of Atlanta Public Schools to claim the championship. This came on the heels of their second consecutive Clayton County championship in terms of county middle school football. It should be noted that North Clayton Middle School Tigers, under the leadership of Coach Corey Washington, are now an incredible 22-game winning streak. And we wish for them continued success. I will note that each of the student athletes will be receiving a certificate from the board that will be shared with them at a school assembly.
Also, I don't know if y'all can see this bling that I got on my finger. Bling. That's the county championship ring. I also got a state championship ring from last year. But Dr. Smith wants the North Clayton community to know that he will be purchasing another one of these bling blings.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For this next group of individuals, we asked Dr. Delphia Young, Dr. Sherman Johnson, Mr. Craig Coleman, and Dr. Lee Buddy to join the board up front. In October of this year, Clayton County Public Schools hosted its first ever Helen Ruffin Picture Book Reading Bowl at M.D. Roberts Middle School of the Arts. While this is actually the 7th annual picture book reading competition held within the school district, 2023 is the first year that the organizers of the Helen Ruffin Reading Bowl have included the picture books. That's a competition for students in grades kindergarten through 3rd grade as part of its offering with the intent of expanding to regional and national level competitions. The winners of this event this year come from K.R. Pace Elementary School of the Arts. And we're going to introduce them at this time. So if you'll please come forward and join the board. Aria Carlisle, Kadi Edgecombe, Jada Massey, Alice Brown, Jackson Weeks. And we also have their coaches, Kendra King, Kimberly Presley, and Tori Holloway. I think we need them to move to the middle. While the parents are gathering, we would like to say congratulations to the Jackson Elementary School for finishing in 2nd place, and congratulations to Tara Elementary School for finishing in 3rd. Thank you. So Dr. Young, I'm going to get you to stay up here for the next group. And I'm going to invite Ms. Anna Cox, Ms. Stephanie Graffey, Ms. Vanessa Muhammad, Ms. Candace Jester, and Ms. Candace McBride, if they would please come and join the board up front. I want to thank everyone for being patient with the spacing. We do enjoy a good celebration. Clayton County Board of Education takes great pride in honoring the winners of the district's first ever Spanish language spelling bee competition. This was held in November of this year. Nearly 30 4th through 6th grade students representing 13 elementary and middle schools participated in this historic event. The students, who were determined in school-wide or class-based competitions, were asked to spell words in Spanish. The bee lasted 11 rounds before a winner was declared. I'm going to get this wrong, but the winning word was espárrago. Congratulations to the winners of the first annual Spanish Spelling Bee competition. Tonight we recognize The third runner-up was Alishim Sante, a fifth grader from Marshall Elementary School. The second runner-up was Johnny Garcia, a fourth grader from Kilpatrick Elementary School. Our first runner-up was Oliver Dalamo, a fifth grader from Haney Elementary School. And I think we had a situation where there was a conflict, but we will honor and make available a certificate to the champion, Joanna Martinez Ramirez, a fifth grader from Fountain Elementary School. Congratulations. Thank you. Would Derek Manning and Brenda Ross Wilson please come forward to join the board? And it is our honor to recognize Ms. Lindsay Blackwell. Would she please come forward as well? Ms. Lindsay Blackwell is a member of the class of 2024 at Martha Ellen Stillwell School of the Arts. She has been named a semifinalist in the 2024 Coca-Cola Scholars Program. Lindsay is one of 1,500 high school seniors across the country who were selected from a pool of over 103,000 applicants. Her selection was based on her academic excellence, leadership, and service demonstrated in school and community activities. Her selection puts her in the running for one of 150 college scholarships worth $20,000. We wish her luck in the next phases of selection. And we know we've got some parents out there, so please come up and join. Thank you. For our next recognition, I will ask Mr. Manning to remain up front, and I invite Dr. Keith Colbert and Dr. Douglas Hendricks to join us up front, please. And I will ask Dr. Terry Young if he would please join the board. Tonight, the Clayton County Board of Education recognizes Dr. Terry Young, principal of the Perry Career Academy. Earlier this year, he was named the Georgia Association for Alternative Educators Administrator of the Year. He has been part of Clayton County Public Schools for 20 years and has served as the Executive Director Principal of Perry Career Academy since 2012, providing students in the school district an opportunity to learn and earn a high school diploma in a non-traditional setting. The GAAE is an association that promotes alternative education throughout the state of Georgia, and its Administrator of the Year is an individual that must demonstrate exemplary performance in the following areas: exceptional leadership in managing school programs, commitment to educational quality and student achievement, creativity and innovation in dealing with issues and problems facing public education, and exceptional leadership in identifying and implementing strategies that support technology-infused teaching and learning. Dr. Young checks each box and is worthy of this honor. We have two more recognitions for tonight. Our first of the two recognitions will be handled by Ms. Goree. Yes, ma'am. And then we'll do one after you've finished with yours, okay?
Now I'm about to get this away. Oh.
I mean, I'll take it if you want to go.
Oh, Perry Center. Can you all have Miss Collier come back, please? Miss Collier. Miss Collier, can you come back? Miss Collier is such a sweetheart. I'm telling you, every year we'll come up here and there will be presents galore. And I don't know if I'll see her before we have our Christmas holidays. I just want to say we love you, and I just want to give you a little something, something. on behalf of the board. Okay, take your blessing. Happy holidays, okay? All right, all right. Yeah, hug everybody because you're so good to us. Excuse me. I had a card up here. I had a card right here. Yeah, excuse me. All right, I want to acknowledge two people, two very special people that are sitting in the audience. The first person is a retiree. And even as a retiree, not only is she a retiree, she is an athlete, she's a runner. Dr. Mao Turnerseed, please come forward. Now, she's got some sharp boots on right now, and it is appropriate that she comes and stands before us, but I want to read this plaque for her. It says, Clayton County Board of Education presented Dr. Mao Turnerseed appreciation for your continued service and support to our community and to the students and staff of Clayton County Public Schools. And it's from the whole Board of Education. You know all of us. She's a retiree, but not really. She still works in the, don't you work in our virtual school?
Virtual learning program.
Yes, virtual learning. She is an athlete and she received a very large donation of shoes, athletic shoes. I'm gonna say, what, 100? How many pairs?
Close to 100.
About 100 pairs of shoes. And what do you think about Clayton County Public School students? I had our maintenance department go to our house. They actually stayed in our house for some time. She delivered them to us. We have since delivered them to our students. Mr. Christmas delivered some, I delivered some, and even some of our board members, we've given them to our students. So we want to thank her for that, especially at this time of the year. I actually done some to the Crystal Williams Foundation group. So thank you, Dr. Mao Turnerseed. Okay, thank you. How the athletes know each other. Okay. No, get a picture. Come on. Get you over here to the middle. Everything else.
All right, everyone, if you look up here on the count of three. 1, 2, and 3. Hold one more. 1, 2, and 3.
Did you bring anybody with you?
I think Vita, I saw somebody, Vita, I know a lot of people, but Vita came with me. I know.
Come on up, supporters, and take a picture with her.
Vita is over domestic violence.
Yes, she was kind enough to, I got initiated in her group. I'm gonna let you step up with her. All right.
Everyone, right here on 3. 1, 2, and 3. One more. 1, 2, and
Thank you all.
All right, I have one more very special person that's in the audience. Before I retired from Clayton County Board of Education, I had a program called Even Start Family Literacy, started in 2006. I had 30 Hispanic families, and they didn't, so we serviced their 3-year-old babies, the whole family, and the mothers. They came to learn English. Miss Maria Rosario Herrera, I know her as Miss Guzman, has since become a citizen of the United States. Yes, I need y'all to stand up for this, because this is truly the American dream for someone to come to this country not knowing the language. She's learned the language, and the other day she called me, I'm about to get filled up. She said, "Is this Miss Gloria?" I say, what did I say? "No hablo el español." You all can sit down. But she called me, she said, "We need you at Huey Elementary School," because Huey Elementary School right now has probably 2 or 3 kindergarten classes, and probably they're 99% Hispanic. So we need to start this program all over again. And I've talked to our adult ed person, and we're going to talk to the ESOL. The parents want to learn English. They want to support their children. And if we want our scores to increase, we need to make that happen. So Maria, on behalf of the Clayton County Board of Education, this says, "With heartfelt congratulations and in recognition of your achievement in becoming a United States citizen, therefore enriching the tapestry of our diverse community, from the Clayton County Board of Education." You may not know everyone. Of course, you know me. Our Vice Chair, Mr. Benjamin Straker, Ms. Mary Baker, Ms. Jasmine Bowles, Mr. Mark Christmas on this end, Dr. D. Haney, Ms. Sabrina Hill, Ms. Joy Ellis Cooper, Ms. Victoria Williams, and of course, our illustrious superintendent, Dr. Anthony Smith. Thank you so much for sticking with it. And I gave you a little something in that envelope, because I'm so proud of you to see my student achieve this, okay? Thank you all. And she actually, what are you now? You're a receptionist at a law firm, right? She works at a law firm in Jonesboro. Look at America. Come on, right in here. And hold up, Ronald, because she has some support. Come on up, sir. Come on up. You can step up. Her husband's here with her. All right. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Board. We have one more special recognition. We'd like for Dr. Delphia Young and Dr. Monica Wiley, if they would, to join the board up front. Clayton County Public Schools is being saluted for earning a Leading Edge Award for 2023. The award program, which is in its 5th year, is presented by the Georgia School Boards Association to school districts that are leading the way in ensuring students are competitive in an ever-changing global market. As it relates to Clayton County Public Schools, the area of teaching and learning served as the focus for the district's submission. More specifically, the district received this esteemed award due to its exemplification of the following: effective use of instructional models and learning supports, full integration of current technology and training into the classroom, implementation of a comprehensive data system for monitoring student progress, pre-K through 12, and making decisions to improve educational practice, and partnership development with businesses, industries, public agencies, and the community to promote the shared use of services and facilities. Congratulations. Now, Ronald, go ahead and snap the picture, and we'll explain the second half of this recognition. This award was presented this past Friday at the awards luncheon at the annual meeting of the Georgia School Boards Association and the Georgia State Superintendent Association. Also presented at that recognition breakfast was an award for the Clayton County Board of Education. Tonight, we recognize the Board of Education for achieving the status of an exemplary school board as recognized by the Georgia School Boards Association. This is the highest level in the organization's board recognition program. The GSBA recognizes good school board governance to foster educational community cultures in order to advance student learning and achievement. It should be noted that Clayton County Board of Education has achieved exemplary status every year since 2015.
So you want me to get that picture first? I will. I got you all. You ready? On three. 1, 2, 3.
Happy holidays from the Board of Education.
All right. Y'all ready? On 3. 1, 2, and 3.
Happy holidays from the Clayton County Board of Education.
We're going to take a photo of you all.
Would you like us to say it again?
Nope, just got to say that. Taking the photo, you all don't need to wait. The holiday picture? All right, you all, photo on 3. 1, 2, and 3. Stay there. Perfect. Happy holidays.
Oh, yikes, we gotta get.
All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for your patience and the fact that we changed the order of our agenda, but it is the Clayton County. I want to welcome everyone here to the Clayton County Board of Education Board Meeting, December 4th, 2023. And I'm going to start by calling us to order by calling everybody here. District 1, Ms. Jasmine Bowles.
Present.
District 2, Mr. Mark Christmas.
Present.
District 3, Jesse Goree, that's me. District 4, Miss Victoria Williams.
Present.
District 5, Dr. D. Haney. District 6, Miss Mary Baker.
Present.
District 7, Miss Sabrina Hill.
Present.
District 8, Miss Joy Tellis Cooper.
Present.
District 9, Mr. Benjamin Straker.
Present.
Superintendent, Dr. Anthony Smith.
Present.
Attorney, Mr. Clem Doyle.
Present.
Board Liaison, Ms. Kim Blackwood. Administrative Assistant to the Superintendent and Board, Ms. Arlicia Battle. And Administrative Assistant to the Deputy Chief of Staff, Ms. Don Blau. Okay. Let's see, we've done our board recognition. So now I'm going to read the ethics statement. And we've already acknowledged that we've had some birthdays. The 2 birthday girls, mine tomorrow and Ms. Joy Tellis Cooper will be next Tuesday, I believe. And then I also want to recognize some other birthdays before we go, because it's always good to do the good things and to thank our Heavenly Father for just waking up to see another day. Sorry if that offends people, but I must acknowledge that. So I know Dr. Guiney recently had a birthday. Dr. Guiney. Miss Bivens recently had a birthday. Miss Ramona Bivens. And stand up, Miss Bivens. And I'm not sure if Miss Hall is in the audience. Miss Hall, did I get you this time? I got you on the right day today, okay? And I know that Dr. Shanita Conley had a birthday as well, I believe. But anyway, let's see, who did I miss? Dr. Simpsons is coming up. He's a Sag. All the Sagittarians, just stand up, please. Stand up, stand up. All right, we're gonna look at here. All right, all the Sagittarians in the audience. We are thanking, yes, we want to thank, we claiming it. And thanks, so we want to wish you a happy birthday. And also, I do believe that I see someone from the city of Riverdale. I think, is that Mr. Kenny Ruffin from the city of Riverdale? Could you stand up, please? I want to acknowledge you. He's my city councilman from the city of Riverdale. We have the city of Lovejoy, Miss Rebecca Wright, and Miss Zimmerman. Stand up, please. And Kirby. I'm sorry, I don't know why I've changed their name. Do we have any other elected officials in the audience that I haven't recognized? Who is it? Is that Mr. Cobb? Look, I'm nearsighted. I got the city of my people are repping me tonight. City of Riverdale. Thank you all so much. All right. I also want to recognize another group before we proceed. I believe that we have our LEAP Academy APs who desire to become principals. We have our facilitators, Mr. Sam West and Dr. Cynthia James. Where are you? They're up there. Okay, they're up there in the balcony, ladies and gentlemen. But we want to recognize all of the people that are in the LEAP Academy. Can you all stand up, please? Are you there? They're down here on the floor. Yes. We also have some facilitators. I think we have Dr. Lockhart and Miss Anika Bryan. Are you all okay, they're in the house. They're up in the balcony. We want to thank you all so much for coming. And we know that there comes a time in your life when some of us have to go on and come to that beautiful chapter in our lives called retirement. And we have people that need to come and take the lead. And all of these people that we're recognizing now are our future leaders. and they are in a great academy. They're led by great people. We want to thank Dr. Smith for being such an awesome leader and having this academy for our future leaders, because, you know, it comes a time when everybody just wants to stay home and be able to look at Good Morning America all day long. Anyway, as we close out this year, I think I've recognized everyone, but now I'm going to go ahead and read our ethics statement so that we can continue our board meeting. The ethics statement: in accordance with board policy BH, it is the duty of every board member to avoid both conflicts of interest and appearances of such conflicts. Does any board member have any known conflict of interest or appearance of such conflict with respect to any matter scheduled to come before the board at this meeting or appearing on our proposed agenda? If so, please identify the conflict or appearance of conflict and refrain from participation in the matter involved. All right, the next item that we have on our agenda is public participation, and we do have one person that is signed up for public participation. Let me read the rules. The Clayton County Board of Education welcomes public participation and will hear any interested individual pursuant to the guidelines outlined in policy BCBI. Members of the public will not be allowed to discuss individual personnel issues or confidential student matters. Speakers must identify themselves and topics before speaking. Speakers will be given 3 minutes to speak, and time may not be yielded from one speaker to another. Board members will not respond to comments from speakers. The chairperson may respond as appropriate. Issues requiring possible action by the board may be added to a future agenda. Issues that may need to be addressed by the administration will be duly noted. Abusive language and our personnel attacks will not be permitted. Individuals addressing the board must at all times adhere to the civility policy. All right, now, I don't know why she did this to me tonight. She's back there grinning because she knows that this name, as long as I've known her, I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, let me see. Somebody tried to help me out with some phonics, but I didn't learn phonics when I was in school. So this is our person, Sawana Janvier. Am I close tonight? All right. I knew I wasn't going to be perfect, but I want you to come up here and perfect it for me.
So, Suwana Janvier.
See, didn't I tell you that? That's what I told him.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Clayton.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
All right.
And I'm so happy to be here before you all to see some old faces, some new faces. I get to say thank you for your motivation and encouragement to go back to law school. I have graduated and I now practice in the state of Georgia. So thank you so much.
Wait a minute. Stop. We're gonna start the timer over for that. Let's start all over because that is truly an accomplishment. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay.
And so to that end, one of the ways that I became involved, I wanted to practice law, actually started in high school with mock trial. And I participated in mock trial all 4 years in high school. I participated in mock trial in college as well, all 3 years, captain of a national team in college, Florida A&M. Just had to do that a little bit for you. But at any rate, so I do know there are several schools here in Clayton County that have mock trial teams. And I know that recognition comes to the board for those mock trial teams. And I also know that the teachers are really the ones behind those students getting out there. They practice about 3 times a week at least. I know some of them practice on the weekends. And so that's teacher time. And so I know they love what they do. Love does not pay the bills. And their time is their most precious commodity. And so I'm here to ask that the board consider stipends for those teacher coaches that are teaching the mock trial teams as they are doing it after school and on the weekends, some Sundays I know of. So that is all I have to say. And thank you all so much. Happy holidays to you all as well.
All right. Thank you so much. So noted. That is truly a great idea because we pay our coaches for our athletic teams. And our mock trial team has been the champion for quite some time, so we should do likewise. All right. Thank you all so much. Okay, that is all that we have for public participation. The next thing that we have on the agenda is our executive session recommendations, and we went to executive session to discuss personnel matters. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Smith.
Madam Chair, Mr. Vice Chair, members of the board, colleagues, and community members. I would like for the board to consider for tonight the appointment of principal at North Clayton High School to Mr. James Scarborough.
Board members, I need a motion for the superintendent's recommendation for the principalship at North Clayton High School of Mr. James Scarborough. And of course, since North Clayton is my school, I'm going to move that we accept the superintendent's recommendation of Mr. James Scarborough as the principal of North Clayton High School. I need a second. Ms. Williams.
I second it.
All right, it has been moved and properly second that we accept the superintendent's recommendation of Mr. James Scarborough as the principal of North Clayton High School. Please vote. And it is unanimous, 9-0.
Mr. Scarborough, if
Scarborough,
you're
are you
present,
present?
please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, Mr. Scarborough. I would like for the board to also consider for the position of principal at Point South Middle School, Ms. Malika Wright.
Board members, I need a motion for the superintendent's recommendation of Ms. Malika Wright as the principal of Point South Middle School. Mr. Christmas.
Accept the superintendent recommendation for Ms. Malika Wright.
All right, and I will second that motion for Ms. Wright to be the principal. At this time, we need you to vote, board members. It is unanimous.
Congratulations, Ms. Wright, please stand. Congratulations, Ms. Wright. I would also like for the board to consider for the principal position at Rex Mill Middle School, Dr. Jared Proctor.
Board members, I need a motion for the superintendent's recommendation of for the principal at Rex Mill Middle School, Dr. Jared Proctor. Mr. Straker.
I'd like to make a motion for Dr. Jared Proctor as the principal at Rex Mills Middle School.
All right, I need a second. Ms. Cooper.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for Dr. Jared Proctor as the principal at Rex Mill Middle. Please vote. All right, it is a unanimous vote.
Dr. Proctor, please stand and be recognized, sir. Congratulations, Dr. Proctor. I would also like the board to consider for the position of principal at Riverdale Middle School, Mr. Cedric Coleman.
Board members, I need a motion for the superintendent's recommendation for the principal of Riverdale Middle School to be Mr. Cedric Coleman. Dr. Haney.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make the motion for Mr. Cedric Coleman to become the principal at Riverdale Middle School.
All right, I need a second. Ms. Hill.
I second that, Madam Chair.
It has been moved and properly second that we accept the superintendent's recommendation of Mr. Cedric Coleman as principal of Riverdale Middle School. Please vote. All right, it is a unanimous vote.
Mr. Coleman, please stand and be recognized, sir. Congratulations, Mr. Coleman. I would also like for the board to consider for the position of principal at Harper Elementary School, Ms. Tara Davison.
Board members, I need a motion for the superintendent's recommendation for the principal at Harper Elementary School, Ms. Tara Davison. Ms. Hill.
Madam Chair, I ask that we accept the recommendation for Miss Tara Davis to be the principal at Harper Elementary.
I need a second, Ms. Williams. It has been moved and properly second that we accept the superintendent's recommendation. All right, and 9-0.
Congratulations, Ms. Davis, and please stand and be recognized. Thank you, board members. I would also like for the board to consider for the position of principal at Suter Elementary School, Miss Lakeisha Anderson.
All right, board members, I need a motion for the superintendent's recommendation for the principal of Suter Elementary School, Miss Lakeisha Anderson. I am actually begrudgingly allowing someone else to make this motion because that is my person there. But Miss Baker, I'm going to allow you to make that motion.
I happily make the motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for Lakeisha Anderson as the principal of Suter.
All right, I need a second. Ms. Bowles.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the superintendent's recommendation of Ms. Lakeisha Anderson as principal of Suter Elementary School. 9-0 is the vote.
Congratulations, Ms. Anderson. Congratulations. Congratulations, Ms. Anderson. I would also like for the board to consider for the position of Chief of Communications, Public Relations, Marketing, and Strategic Improvement, Dr. Ebony Lee.
Board members, I need a motion for the superintendent's recommendation of Dr. Ebony Lee as the Chief of Communications, Public Relations, Marketing, and Strategic Improvement. Ms. Bowles.
I move that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for Dr. Lee to become Chief of Communications.
All right, and I need a second, Dr. Haney.
I second that motion.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the superintendent's recommendation. Please vote. All right, and we have 8 in favor and 1 abstention.
I'm sorry. Yes, Dr. Lee, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. Congratulations, Dr. Lee. I would also like for the board to consider an upgrade position from Executive Director of Professional Learning to Assistant Superintendent of Professional Learning, Dr. Gloria Duncan.
Board members, I need a motion for the superintendent's recommendation of upgrading the position from Executive Director to Assistant Superintendent and naming that person as Dr. Gloria Duncan. I'm moving that we accept the superintendent's recommendation of Dr. Gloria Duncan. I need a second. Mr. Straker.
I second the motion, Madam Chair.
All right. It's a unanimous vote.
Congratulations, Dr.
Dr. Duncan.
Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. And to the board members and to the community, I'd like for the board to know that we have submitted as information to this Board of Education in the position of Acting Chief of Technology Officer, Mr. John Andy Sykes. Mr. Sykes, if you're present, please stand and be recognized.
All right. All right, you all, we want to get a picture with everyone. And then what we're going to need once we take this picture is an expeditious departure, because I know you all want to celebrate and everything, but we want to get this board meeting over with. So board members, come on down. Let's take a picture with everyone.
All right, hold on just a minute. I know we got some husbands, some children, and all of them. Run up here just a minute. Get you go
Sir, how did you like the video, man? How did you like the video that's coming up? It looks pretty good. I didn't see it yet. Monday's Mill. Did they do their own editing? Did they do their own editing?
Well, they tried.
Oh, okay.
We ran into a few issues, and so we wound up sending a team out and dealing with it, but it all worked out really well.
All right, we need the aisles cleared, ladies and
All
gentlemen.
right, y'all ain't gotta go home, but you gotta. Oh, I got my.
They got to get out. Okay, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, in the center aisles, can you all please file out as if we're having a fire drill? It's not working. We can't get them out. Chief Walker.
Hey, Chief.
Chief Walker,
Move
can
them
you
people.
get the crowd out, please? Can we get safety and security to help usher some people out? Thank you all so much. Thank you. All right, the next item on the agenda are announcements. And
Madam Chair?
we're going to turn it over to our vice chair, and hopefully we'll get some of what we had last meeting. Thank you.
Madam Vice Chair, I'd like to yield the announcements over to Board Member Mark Christmas.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair. As a reminder, we are involving our students in the process of providing the board announcements. This month's announcement is being presented by the audiovisual at Magnet at Mondays Mill High School. The announcements are being read by Ms. Kamora Mahatu, a 12th grade student at Mondays Mill Magnet program. I can't help it. Mic don't work.
Mr. Christmas,
Yeah.
was your mic on?
Yeah, it's on. It's just not up.
Can you repeat it again? I hear you now better.
You can hear me? All right. As a reminder, we are involving our students in the process of providing the board announcements. This month's announcements is being presented by Audio Video Magnet at Mondays Mill High School. The announcements are being read by Ms. Kamora Mahatu, a 12th grade student at Mondays Mill Magnet program.
Madam Chair, Vice Chair, members of the board, and Superintendent Smith. I'm Kamor Mahatu, a 12th grade student here at Mondays Mill High School. I'm Kamor Mahatu, a 12th grade student here at Mondays Mill High School, and I have the pleasure of sharing this month's board announcements. During December, in addition to observances of Human Rights Day, Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, the discovery of the South Pole, and the first day of winter. This year's holiday sponsorship project, coordinated by the district's Homeless Education Department, has been themed Cards for Caring and More. The staff is seeking sponsors to provide gift cards that will allow students and their families to shop and purchase items based on their preferences that were identified during the screening process. Gift cards in amounts of $25 from supermarkets, department stores, and restaurants are preferred and are greatly appreciated. They will be accepted through Friday, December 15th. For more information or to contribute a gift card, please contact the Homeless Education Department at 770-473-3250. National Letter Writing Day is Thursday, December 7, 2023. This special day offers an opportunity for all of us to remember a favorite pastime and a former way of communicating across the miles. In honor of National Letter Writing Day, Clayton County Public Schools encourages everyone to take the time to send a letter to someone special. Also, on Thursday, December 7th, there will be a groundbreaking ceremony at the site of the Clayton County Convocation Center located at the South Lake Mall in Morrow. The ceremony is scheduled to begin at 5 p.m. All the district's offices and schools will be closed from Monday, December 18th through Monday, January 1st, in observance of the district's semester break. Tuesday, January 2nd will be a staff development day. All employees, with the exception of security guards, will report to work. Students will return on Wednesday, January 3rd, as the district resumes its regular schedule. This will mark the start of the second semester. There is no work session in December for the January 2024 board meeting. The Clayton County Board of Education will meet for its regular monthly scheduled session on Monday, January 8, 2024 at the Administration Complex. The meeting is scheduled to begin at 6 p.m. This concludes our announcements for the month of December. Thank you.
I got another part.
Madam Chair, I just have to say, I don't know whose ideal this was, but this is brilliant, and kudos to whoever came up with this. I just love it.
It was indirectly the Madam Chair's idea because she criticized me so much in making the announcements that I had to get some idea.
Well, Madam Chair, we'd like to thank Ms. Mahatu for her participation. We also extend our appreciation to Mondays Mill High School Principal Cedric Barber and the school's magnet program teacher, Mr. Anthony Love, for their cooperation in making this presentation possible.
Thank you so much, Mr. Christmas. Mr. Straker for that statement that he made, and Ms. Hill for the recognition of our students. I love it as well. All right, we've had the announcements. The next items on the agenda are approval of minutes. We have the board work session, October 30th, 2023. Are there any corrections, additions, deletions from anyone? Seeing none, we will accept them as submitted. We have the minutes from the board meeting November 6, 2023. Do we have any deletions, any additions, corrections? Seeing none, we will accept those as presented. Next item on the agenda, the consent agenda for action, which is the financial report, the SPLOS revenue report, purchasing report, SPLOS construction report, RFP asbestos consultants, RFP HVAC group 5, CM at risk contractor G, which is RFP HVAC group 6, CM at risk contractor, and personnel changes report. Do I have a motion for the consent agenda? I believe I saw Ms. Baker's light first.
So moved.
All right, the second light I saw was Mr. Straker.
I second the motion, Madam Chair.
Okay, but I see Mr. Christmas. Mr. Christmas, do you have? Okay, what about you, Ms. Tillis Cooper?
Second.
Okay, I was just checking to see if you wanted some discussion. Okay, so I need a vote now. And Ms. Bowles had to leave, so it's a unanimous vote 8-0 for the approval of the minutes. All right, now the next item on the agenda, we need probably some discussion. So before we take a motion, the agenda item is the tentative adoption of the 2024 board meeting calendar. When we left our last meeting, I had made the suggestion of us possibly moving to having one meeting per month. And we received some input from some of the board members, but at this time, before we make a motion or decide anything, I would like to hear from the board about whether you want to keep the current calendar that we propose, or whether or not we would be interested in moving to one meeting a month, or just I need some input. So do we have some input from the board members? Ms. Williams?
I would like to do the one meeting a month. It could be as early, and it could be in the morning, or it could be in the afternoon, but one is good.
All right. Ms. Hill?
Madam Chair, while I love the idea of one meeting per month, in consideration of our
Ms. Cooper?
I agree with the 2 meetings per month. Number one, it gives us enough time to do the things that we have to do as far as in the regular board meeting and the work sessions. I think that will be a very long day for everyone involved. So I would rather keep it at 2.
All right, can I hear from everyone else? Mr. Christmas?
Madam Chair, I'd like the one time a month. We're gonna be here long anyway. We've been here long now, so it didn't really make a difference, but it would save me a whole lot of time if we can meet just once a month. And I'm pretty sure the employees here would appreciate once a month as well, so they can spend more time with their families.
Dr. Haney?
Madam Chair, I don't have a problem with once a month, but in respect to my employment, not to be selfish towards my peers, that would probably pose a problem considering the industry that I'm working in, to ensure that everyone's lights stay on. That would probably not be feasible for me, but I am open to it. But I do have a question, Madam Chair. If we were to go to one meeting, what time would the meeting start? Could it start? We start an executive session at 5 o'clock. So what time would it possibly start, or do we have a time for that tentatively? that it could probably try to accommodate some of us who do work full-time and have jobs that we have to go to.
All right, what I had suggested was meeting maybe around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. We don't have a set time, but it would be earlier than meeting at 5 o'clock, but once a month. And right now, just looking at how the discussion is going, I can see what we're going to probably end up having to do anyway. So I'll just put you down as, you need dates and all of that and time, yes. Okay. Ms. Baker.
As I said before, I would like to stay with 2 meetings. And one of the reasons for that is it would make a very, very long day. I do have people on the colleagues here who have other jobs, and I would hate to see them take time off of their work for that. But the other thing is, there are things like we have personnel issues that we handle twice a month now. And that's what I'm looking at, is that's going to be once a month, or we're going to have called meetings. And I would much prefer to have a scheduled meeting than trying to get 9 people together for a called meeting. That's me.
Mr. Stryker.
Madam Chair, I absolutely love the idea of 1 meeting per month. But as my colleague, Ms. Hill, stated, the only concern, and you stated this also speaking to you today, that we would definitely get the majority of us that would want to go to 1 day, 1 meeting a month. But we do have to take into consideration, I believe, 2 of our board members that are working corporate jobs and signed up originally for 2 meetings a month when they were elected. I do think we do need to look at that policy though. And as soon as we can change it to 1 a month, we should go about that.
Okay. Ms. Baker.
I'm sorry, I didn't take it back off.
All right. My vote would be for the 1 meeting. And actually, right now, the majority is 1 meeting. But I'm willing to make a compromise right now. And what I'm going to suggest is that we hold our board meeting in January at the time that we have stated, and then come back in and have everything in place, because Ms. Bowles had also communicated that she would be interested in the 1 meeting. Let me just make this statement. I keep hearing that if we have the 1 meeting, the day is going to be longer. Actually, that would not be the case, because what's going to end up happening is that then there was a statement made that, well, you don't have the time to read your packet. If you read you will get your packet the same as we've been getting it before. You would end up getting it a whole week in advance. So therefore, you can come prepared. That's the operative word. Read your packet, come prepared. And then, just like we're really not doing anything differently than what we're doing now, is that we read the packet. Some of us have questions. We send the questions to Dr. Smith and his team. Now, what you all aren't realizing is, because I have asked continually, even when you first came on the board, we gave you a whole week to read your packet. We asked that you submit your questions to Dr. Smith and his team prior to that Monday that we come to the board meeting. But what ends up happening is that many of us will not submit your questions. You will submit them the morning of. Then Dr. Smith ends up having to send those questions to his team. Then they spend most of that day answering the questions. Now, if we came in and had the work session, and if you had questions, then we could just call in staff, and like 1 department at a time, and they could just answer the questions. Like right now, we have everybody still sitting in here. This is every Monday night. We have everybody just sitting in here, when we could just get all of that out of the way at one time. And then it would be once a month, and we save money and we save everybody's time. So at this time, what I would like to do, if I don't mind, is to just go ahead and say that what we're going to do is we will meet January at the stated time. It will be a combined meeting, which means it's going to be a long meeting. If everybody will read your packet and send your information in prior to us coming, if you have questions, and then we'll have the combined meeting, and then we can make a decision, because we really want to think about you all that have the corporate jobs. We really want to think about that. And then the other option I would think might be this. Maybe we finish the year out through June 30th, as we have already having the 2 meetings, and then maybe by that time, it also gives you all the opportunity to see what your jobs, whether or not they would, allow you the time off. Then the other thing that I wanted to think about, but I would have to find out from Mr. Doyle, would it be possible, because we could have a quorum. I know that we have the law that says you can only do like Zoom meetings twice a year because of illness, but would it be possible for those people that could not come to the meeting to at least be able to look and hear what's going on with the proceedings?
Madam Chair, as you state, there is a limitation for participation in the meeting to 2 per calendar year unless you have a medical provider excuse. Board members always could watch from homes, watch from home and not participate in the meeting. But their allotment of 2 meetings would be used up if they're participating in any way.
Okay, but I'm just saying, technically, if they didn't say anything,
No,
it wouldn't work, huh?
I don't think that would work, Madam Chair.
Okay. All right, so that won't work. But anyway, it's if we all right now, like I said, the majority is saying 1 meeting. But if we just went with the majority right now, that won't work for you all to have the corporate jobs, because you all haven't had the opportunity to discuss it with anyone, or even so. I think that we just shouldn't move forward with it. Mr. Straker.
Just some clarity, Clem. They're allowed to log in from wherever they're at and just not speak. Am I correct? If I'm at my desk and there's a board meeting going on, the Zoom could be set up and they log in without saying any words or participating. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I just asked. But is that
Well, he said without participating, and that's the key. There just can't be any participation.
That's what I said.
They could watch television, so to speak.
Yeah.
And there's no problem with that, but they could not participate.
Right.
So they would be informed with exactly what's going on. Now, would they be able to be in executive session with a Zoom? No.
But see, executive session wouldn't happen anyway.
Right.
Until the business part. See, we would just be doing the work session. Executive session wouldn't happen until the regular time that we would have the meeting.
And you would have to make a decision whether you want to call that 2 different meetings or 1 meeting, because other boards would call that 2 different meetings, even though it's all during the same day.
Yeah, but we're gonna do it like the other boards do it, where they stop that meeting and then have the business meeting on the same day. Ms. Cooper.
Madam Chair, I just need clarification, because I understand we're going to stay at what we have now, and that's what we're entertaining, but I wasn't getting that the board was for the 1 meeting, especially being down here. I think we're going to have problems. I know you said we're going to stay with the 2, but we're going to have problems with quorums, because we start executive session at 5, and we don't have, like today, we started late because we don't have the bodies in place. I just think it's going to cause for a lot of absences, no quorum, a long day for us, along with it's going to be a plethora of problems that go along with this. So I would say let's just stick with the 2 into June, and then we can revisit it after that.
All right, what I'm doing now, we're not, right now the majority has 1 meeting. we won't vote on that as well. Only motion that I think that we need to entertain is to vote that in January, we have the meeting as scheduled and we make a decision then so that all 9 of us are here. And then at that time, if we just write everything out, have all the options, then that way we can either stay until June. But right now, Ms. Bowles isn't here, and I would like everybody to be present when we make the decision. Because right now, if what we're saying, we would have a quorum, because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that would be here on time, because that's what they're committing to. Are you understand what I'm
Chair,
saying?
can I ask a question, Madam Chair? You
Yes.
said that we would proceed with the meeting as scheduled in January.
Yes.
But we don't have a meeting scheduled in January, correct?
We do. Yes, we have a tentative calendar. Our calendar right now is set. The one proposal that we have, it was set to continue as we've been doing. But the majority of the board is leaning toward going to one meeting. And what I'm saying, like right now, if we took a vote now, that would be the majority. But we have people here that have not had an opportunity, because Ms. Dr. Haney said that she would consider it, but she needs dates, specific dates that we would have it. Right now, I don't think we're in a position to even go with the schedule that we have now. I think, we want to at least look at it through June or as it is, and then maybe consider, but we don't really have anything in place. So what I would like to do is, I guess I would say, table a vote and just make, the vote would be that we will meet at the prescribed time in January.
That's what I want to know. And then further discussion.
For further discussion. Ms. Hill.
Yes, Madam Chair. I just wanted for clarity to share that I was with the 2 days as opposed to the 1.
I have everything written down as I always do. I can call everybody's back I have Ms. Williams for 1 meeting. I have you continuing as it is. Ms. Cooper, 2 meetings. Mr. Christmas, 1 meeting. Dr. Haney, 1 meeting on the making sure that she has all dates and times. I have Ms. Baker with 2 meetings. Mr. Straker with 1 meeting. Goree with 1 meeting. And Ms. Bowles had already put 1 meeting, but so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in favor of 1 meeting.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for the clarity.
Yes, I always write everything down. Mr. Straker.
Madam Chair, I'm sorry to do this. I just want to make sure that everyone's clear. You've stated that the only thing we're making a decision on today is a January 1 meeting. Am I correct? And
not on the 1st.
I mean, no, 1 meeting in January.
No. I didn't say 1 meeting. I'm saying that
as scheduled in January.
Yes,
all right. And then you're saying that up until that time, and when we meet, we will have further discussion on this topic.
To write it out so that we can give everybody options.
Period. Okay.
And one of the options would be, as I mentioned, one good option might be for us to just stay this way through the calendar year, which would end in June. And then, right. But that's not up for.
So we haven't made any decisions.
All right. Are we all right with having our meeting as scheduled on wait a minute, let me get the correct date. January 8th. Okay. So at this time, the motion would be for us to approve our January meeting of January 8th, 2024. Is that correct? With further discussion about the calendar for 2024. Can I get a motion or a Mr. Christmas?
So moved, Madam Chair.
All right. Can I get a second? Ms. Baker, is your light on? Okay, have a second. All right, I need a vote. All right, and the vote is 8 in favor. Okay. Do we have any other business? I believe that is it. We want to wish everyone a happy holiday and have a safe evening home. Thank you all so much.
See how
We're
long
in
that took?
adjournment.